Good morning, or I'm sorry, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good
I missed you by like 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Oh, let me add a link to my, since I've got my coffee mug. Hold on. Almost. Easy, easy, easy. Thanks for joining us. I'll be right in there. I hope your morning has gone well. I hope it's not too cold where you are. It is freezing here.
Not yet.
Oh, it's not freezing yet?
Not yet. It will be, though. It'll be very much freezing here shortly.
Hey, doodle. Oh. There we go. Okay, hold on. Hi there, Amber. Hi, Linda. Hey, Linda. Happy Friday to you, too. Vienna, why are you always doing inappropriate things? You have a 6-year-old mama. Shouldn't be doing that. So if you missed it yesterday, we've got a very in heat Missy. Missy dog right here is in heat. And so real quick, let me back up a little bit. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. We've had a kind of an influx of new subscribers. And so I wanted to say welcome. Thank you for checking us out and you guys. Thank you for checking us out and sticking around, and we appreciate all of your support. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to enter them in the chat. We have Boca. She was just dragging Vienna by the ear on the floor.
Oh, I thought I saw her doing that earlier, too.
That was what my sister used to do when we were kids growing up.
Oh,
Me and
God.
my sister, we would fight, and she would pull me across the kitchen floor by my hair.
You were having flashbacks there.
I'm being triggered. Unresolved childhood trauma. Anyway. But so for all the new folks, we just wanted to welcome you guys. So the live stream, if you ever have difficulty finding it, you can always go to our website, and there's a tab every morning. I didn't used to be so good about it, but I am now. Every morning when I start the live stream, I put in that day's live stream into I embed it onto our website. So you can go to our website, redbarncavaliers.com, and just click the Cavalier Puppies Live tab, and it will take you to the current live stream. But it's also, if you go to our YouTube channel page, it can also be easier to find other videos, and you can see yesterday's streams and anything that's archived. But I just wanted to mention that real quick. But we have a really, really wonderful community here. They're very, very welcoming. Our moderators are Sue, Jan, and Lisa Crane. You can identify them by the wrenches, by their names. They are very knowledgeable about like what we do, and each of the dogs. They can probably answer almost anything about our dogs. What else? We won't be having litters for a few months still. All of our moms are on break. We had 3 litters all at once a few months ago. And so those moms are obviously on break, but we'll have our next litter will probably be mating in like March. And the next litters would be from Pom Pom. I'm already. Yeah, she just had her good cycle. Yes.
Yeah, she just had her good cycle.
Pom Pom, Myra.
Possibly
Home
don't.
in my road.
Wait, I'm not okay. Okay, you got a ways to
Yeah,
go, okay?
you got a while.
Yeah. Hey, stop doing that. Yeah.
Hi, Stewie. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. So we, so there's not a really whole lot of puppy action right now. Right now we are streaming a lot of our mama dogs, and we're working on moving the stream about midway through the day out to our stud room where you can see the boys, and we'll bring some of the moms out, and you can kind of see that dynamic too, because it is a lot different with the boys. When we as we accumulated more dogs, we originally had kind of everybody in here with the exception of the ESA dogs that sleep with their people. But as we had more moms, initially we would just remove a mom that was in heat and bring her in our bedroom with us. But with 9 mama dogs, there's almost always somebody who's like about to be in heat, and you just want to be really, really careful about that for obvious reasons. So now it's just standard to just keep the boys separated, and then we bring the boys in when we don't have anyone in heat, and then we'll bring them in and let them play. But other than that, they don't live 24/7 with the girls anymore like they used to. You're not ripping up our bed, are you? You leave that corner alone, you little snot. Look, she's trying to chew this up.
Oh god.
It's all spitty and wet.
No, that might not be spit. The boys snuck in earlier and had a heyday of marking. This is behind.
Go wash mine.
Yeah, you don't wash.
Well, that spot I think was a chew spot. I think that's the potty. Oh, look at that! Doggies are using the filterator here.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Oh man.
But we're gonna talk about right now what you can expect on our channel. Again, for those of you that are newer to us, so for the next couple of months, we'll be streaming the mama dogs, and it's been kind of so. Before we were streaming the litters of puppies, we didn't really notice how much drama went on between the dogs until we started streaming more of the adults. And a lot of time, like when I go to look for a thumbnail, I'll go back on a stream from yesterday and just start watching, and it's like being a fly on the wall, from the dog's perspective. You guys know what I'm saying because you're watching. But Drew and I hadn't seen that from that perspective before. And so it's been a lot of fun to see how the dynamic changes over, like a heat cycle essentially, because when we have, Missy's in heat, you're going to see her nose will not come out of her crotch until she stops her heat cycle. And when it's not in her crotch, it'll be in somebody else's to clean them.
Yeah, cleaning them.
She loves to clean everybody else. You're a good girl. You're a very clean mama dog. Yes, you are a good girl. And they're so loving. They're so loving when they're in heat. They're so sweet. Yes. They're very snuggly.
Yeah, very, very snuggly. Extremely snuggly.
Yeah, like they just want to love. Yes, you're a good girl. But Missy, she's our alpha dog, so she runs the show. Yes, you do. And she lets everybody know when she's not happy. She stops all the fun if she's not happy. Yes, you do. You do. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl, Missy dog. Missy's next litter will be, her litters are usually in the summer. Will probably be like in the fall. It's like 14 months usually.
Yeah,
You're a good girl. Yes, you're a very good girl.
seem to be like going they're spacing further and further apart.
Yeah. But we raise our puppies. They're all, we raise all of them the same way. We raise them for the purpose of being emotional support animals. That doesn't mean that the families coming to us, they don't have to be using them as ESAs. But we have found that when we still raise them that way, they make really incredible family dogs. They just really, a lot of dogs, they are happy when they have a job to do, the job that fulfills them. They want to feel needed, and it's their job. Their job to make you happy. And Daisy derives so much happiness just from making me happy.
So much pleasure.
This is like the environment why Drew and I were so nervous to start streaming our puppies, because I said that once when we first started streaming, and it's one of the trolling responses was how awful it was of me to give her a job when she was only a puppy and already making her work. And I was like, dogs love that. It doesn't make any sense. But I got criticized for saying that was a good thing, that Daisy finds all this joy. Oh, I think that was their issue, was that for her to be happy was making me happy. Like they felt that was selfish of me, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly the wording they used, but really rubbed me the wrong way, because that's what dogs are for. We have dogs to better our health. They lower our blood pressure. They're very good for people.
Companionship.
Yeah. And they are happy, and they love to love. Don't you? Love to love.
There's a couple pieces of bacon there for you.
Thank you.
You want a piece of toast?
No thanks. Hi, Philippines. I finally got Paris. May and I finally got Paris to come into our bedroom this morning, and I was able to get her to relax in my lap for like 30 seconds, maybe, like comfortably. She settled, and I gave her a belly rub. She stood up, and so I continued rubbing her belly. And she has this obsession with smelling your breath. I didn't even believe May at first. I thought May was just making drawing dots together that didn't quite connect. But no, Paris, she greets. You know how a lot of dogs like to sniff butts, or even they'll come up to strangers. You'll have somebody over the house, and they'll go and sniff their crotches, and you're embarrassed. Paris smells your breath. Paris comes up to you and gets in your lap and puts her nose up in front of your face and just starts sniffing. And she won't leave you alone until you start speaking, or until you huff a bunch of breath into her face. And so Paris was smelling my breath, and I was giving her a belly rub. And once she was done smelling my breath, then she just kind of turned around, and she doesn't look scared or act scared, but she just very calmly, very quickly finds the quickest way out of our room. But I did get her to stay for a little bit, so we're working on some exposure therapy, and hoping that she'll relax a little bit. She's so sweet when she comes in the morning that I don't want her to stop. She's such a good girl, and this is Paris. If you don't notice, this is Paris right here. She's such a good girl.
Did you turn the bed?
No.
Oh no. Okay. So,
I thought you did.
No,
Oh, the dogs did.
Yeah, the doggies.
Silly doggies.
They must have turned it. Which, sure, they want. Come on.
Yeah, they probably want to be.
There you
go. We've got a little space heater right here, and the kitchen is on the corner of our house, and so both these sides get a lot of cold drafts.
Yeah.
So the dogs love this spot.
This is part of the original house, and so it is very drafty.
Yeah, the insulation is terrible.
Yeah, I'll sue you.
But one of our amazing viewers, Patty D, she sent us this giant bed, and I can't believe we waited as long as we did to put it in here. Well, at least it didn't get destroyed before we started the camera. But this bed has been so wonderful. It's really nice because there's enough room for me to come sit down, and we can snuggle the dogs in the kitchen. It's so nice because we couldn't do that before unless we wanted to sit on the dirty floor. And then she sent us this little bed that fits perfectly in their little cozy corner by the space heater. And so the dogs love it. It's like having a regular sofa and the love seat in their little living room. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Here's Missy licking herself. She's
good. It's challenging.
I'm kind of curious where Roka's gonna land because she's not as submissive as our most submissive dogs.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, Nick just took it away from her.
Ooh.
Bernie's pretty submissive. Except for when she's got babies.
Yeah. Hi, Missy. Are you taking a break from cleaning? Huh? So
Good girl, Mocha.
the drama social circles. So Missy is our alpha dog, and then our three most dominant dogs would be Missy, Daisy, and Robin. Robin is directly beneath Missy, and Daisy is beneath Robin, which means that when stuff hits the fan, Robin and Missy usually butt heads, but because Robin is between Daisy and Missy, Daisy kind of teams up with Missy. So like if Robin and Missy get into it, Robin picks a fight with Missy, Daisy will come over and she'll kind of team up with Missy, and like she'll grab Robin's tail, she'll grab her ear, whatever's available, and try to help Missy out. And that's because they're all pretty dominant, and Robin is often challenging Missy. I should say often, but once in a while she'll start challenging her. But she never passes up an opportunity to try to see if she could overthrow her. And with Robin being a little bit more dominant than Daisy, Daisy kind of sees it as an opportunity to get a foot in. And so Daisy usually teams up with Missy, and then Robin will usually regret picking a fight. And so we have to be very careful. We have to be very watchful when everybody starts going into heat. Especially if she's gearing up for her heat cycle, and Missy's in heat, Robin is not, which is good. Check. We have a little bit of time.
Good girl, right?
Good
girl, okay. Good girl. I hate it.
A little bit around. Hi, sweetie.
Here again.
Oh, look at you, Mocha. Mocha is Pom Pom. This is Pom Pom, and this is her baby Mocha. Juno just left.
Have you felt drained recently?
A little better.
Her coat feels awfully soft, like she's getting.
Oh, yeah.
You checked her.
She's here.
Say, that feels like.
Well, she was the end of September.
Right.
She's got some time still. Sorry, Mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Daisy's got the most beautiful tail. I love it. She had no fur on her tail. Well, she did, but it would like wind around her tail, and so it didn't have the beautiful flag look.
Daisy has the shortest cycle.
And her heat cycle is like 4 months long. It's crazy. This will be her third cycle since we're puppies in March. But this is her beautiful tail. Look at it out.
Are we gonna have her?
No,
This?
it's not even been a year. It's not the number of cycles, it's the length. Unless the number of cycles is like nothing and. Hi, sweetie. You're such a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. You're such a good.
It's like, I like to smell your breath too. I just like to.
It's just excuses to be in my bubble.
Yeah, I just like to taste your tongue though. Easy.
Always little sneak attacks.
Sneak attack. You wanna try this?
No thanks.
Bacon.
We'll do that. That bubble is so funny. No.
Answer it. Hey.
I wish they would distinguish these calls. Oh,
Yes,
extracurricular.
You're gonna be upset about that.
Oh my god, no. Is the battery charger broken?
No, but yeah, it is.
I know, my battery charger.
Oh yes, your battery might be broken. I don't know, it just depends. I tried to bend it back or something like that. Oh boy.
If I hold it in and push it to the left, it'll maintain its action. But if I let go,
Yeah.
it'll start.
Another one now.
You have another one? That would be huge. Hi there, Amber. Hi, Jenny. Oh, thank you. Thank you for visiting from Sweden.
From Sweden?
I hear your weather in Sweden's fantastic.
Sweden? How far is from Sweden? We love our Volvo.
Huh?
We love our Volvo. What was it from?
Oh.
Being silly. I'm being silly.
Hi there, Robbie from California. It's Robbie Batista is visiting from California. I hope you guys are doing well. Because our kids' school seems to cancel like just based on a prospect of winter.
Say Bobby or Robbie? Robbie's from California?
Robbie from California. These dogs are cute.
Oh, thanks, Robbie.
Oh, Jenny says, how nice to meet you. We actually live outside Gothenburg where the Volvo factory is.
What? No way.
We love our Volvo.
Yeah, we love our Volvo. Freaking love our Volvo. V90. Sorry, I love Volvo wagons. Like,
Yeah, it's got to be the wagon.
it's got to be a wagon.
But not the sporty one. Not the
What?
sporty one.
No, not sporty one. Oh, you're talking about the V60.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, not
No,
that one.
no. V90. V90. that or
Aw, Linda, that was a nice little message. Linda said, to all the newcomers, this is a great family to follow and their dogs are the best.
Oh, thank you, Linda.
That was really nice of you, Linda. We really, really enjoy sharing them with you guys.
Hey.
Honestly, if we didn't have you guys to share them with, I feel like I'm gonna be searching for some sort of be doing right now with all the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Like when kids are at school.
Yeah, no kidding.
We'd be like, what do we do with them?
Yeah, what do we do with these dogs? And here they are. They get to entertain thousands of people all across the world.
Right before we started streaming our puppies, our litters, we kind of came up with the idea when we were snuggling them and playing with them. And we were just like, it's such a shame that all their families can't come here and experience this. Yeah. And that was when we kind of decided, it was right before COVID, all the stay-at-home measures went into place. And so, I think it was like that January prior to COVID starting. And so we were able to catch people when they were at home.
No, we started 2021.
2021? Yeah, but there was still all the stay-at-home.
Yeah, there was still a lot of COVID stuff going on, that's true.
You're such a good girl. It still isn't quite the same as schooling everybody.
Yeah, but I do enjoy sharing the dogs with everyone.
It is a monitor on them too. When Drew and I like leave the house to go run to town, pull up YouTube and check on the dogs.
And make sure that they're not going crazy. My girl. Hi, Papa. You guys enjoying the heater right there? Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, hello. I know. You're upset because you're paying more attention to your daughter than you.
Linda, so I'm not sure. I think that they're scheduled to go back like any time now, so I don't know if we've heard yet.
What's that?
She said, has anyone heard how Amelia did on her trip back to Germany?
So they.
That was January.
They left January 3rd.
They were talking about coming and seeing us.
No, that was a mistake. Oh. They meant October. Actually now they meant come again in October of 2024. So the next time they come to the States,
that'd be
because
awesome.
they're planning to get a more regular thing.
That'd be so awesome.
So much cheaper than flying.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that.
I know.
That's insane that they actually saw something that the ocean liner that they came across went into service in 94. I have to check it again. But for some reason I thought that it was much older than because it's like an ocean liner or whatever, but it's actually pretty, within 20 years. So
well, when they were talking about it, it sounds like you're going first class on the Titanic.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Titanic style ship where it's
I want a cruise.
It's an ocean liner. It's not a cruise ship, which I thought was kind of cool. There's a distinction between the two. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Oh, they made it home. Wait, no. Oh, they did. They made it. Oh my God, this is Amelia was the captain's favorite. Oh. The boat. And then there's Amelia and her butler, Amelia's butler.
So they were explaining to us that in order to get a ticket for Amelia, it was pretty much all or nothing. They had to get her this first class thing where she gets massage, she gets like manicures. They'll do her nails, and she has her very own butler who takes her to potty. And so they're joking about how Amelia is traveling as like a very spoiled
dog, like a movie star dog. But that's the thing.
Her butler is like everything I pictured.
Yeah, he's like dressed up in uniform and everything.
Show that to live.
That is hilarious. Is it
Look closer.
Amelia and her butler, like literal butler? That is so funny. Oh my gosh.
Dressed to the nines.
Yeah, dressed to the nines in his uniform.
Oh, and she's licking him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's too funny. Oh, that's so cool. I want to see this. Oh Lord.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. That is the captain. Holy cow. That's so cool. Oh.
Holy smokes.
So this, because they go over the, through the North Atlantic. This is some of what they were experiencing. Holy cow, that's so crazy. Oh man, that's wow. Oh.
It does look like the Titanic.
Yeah, no kidding. Ice covered decks. Man, oh man. They made a snowman.
Aww.
Snowman. They use an orange glove for like.
Funny.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't believe it, man.
I'm so sad. I want to go with them.
No. I want to go over to Germany.
I want to move to Germany after they're talking about it.
Yeah. Aw. We made it to England. Lavinia and Amelia are not impressed with the cold weather at Stonehenge. Look at Amelia's all bundled up. She's got like
it looks like mine.
Yeah, it does look like yours. It's like a little thing. Oh my goodness.
Please don't put me in working. I love that.
That's so awesome. Hi. I need to respond to them. Jeez, I'm so bad about checking WhatsApp.
We should start using it because for Red Barn Cavalier.
Oh.
Because you just basically do all of the phone calls and everything without worrying about entry stuff.
It's also encrypted.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really worried about the government seeing our messages. We're not deleting anybody.
That is true. Easy dog. Yay! So they to Europe. Oh, yeah, Europe. Can you even call it England Europe now?
Well, they were in England in that picture.
Yeah, I know. I was just making a joke about England and Brexit and the headache they were having to go through because of that. But at least now, when they get back over to Europe, they can get the little doggy passport.
Yeah. Aww.
German doggy
Really
passport.
is so pretty. Oldwell Banker.
Which is another spoof call.
I was just gonna say this is a spoof call.
So we don't have to
It's an 858 area code. I mean, I'm gonna start them. Oh. And I answered while they were leaving voicemail and they hung up. That's how it was not Oldwell Banker.
Yeah, because we don't have it. Oh,
The house, but
the house. Yeah.
we go through Greg.
Yeah, 858.
We never get cold calls. But I think that's serious. They're gonna call back. they keep track. I've been watching Scammer Payback. Is that the guy's name?
Yeah, Scammer Payback.
And he was showing how like they keep logs, like they made contact, were you agreeable, were you, and so I'm sure after that one call where it took me a minute to put the dots together, or if they have my number marked as like possible victim.
But then they tried calling you again, and you did the whole like I want to get on my.
Yeah, I said that I was gonna get on the website and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm logging that. I want to log at PNC. He's like, oh, it's not there. It's not there.
Oh, I described to him the last time somebody. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did get that follow-up call already.
Yeah, the follow-up call. I tried it again.
Like, no, you guys already tried this.
Yeah, you guys already tried this one.
Jenny says tomorrow they are going to a big dog show. Excited to go see the Cavaliers. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun. What's up, Missy? Oh, is Spike borrowing somebody's collar? His was kind of tight, and I didn't know if. Drew.
What's that?
Is somebody or is Spike borrowing somebody's collar?
No.
Oh, does he just need it tight? I thought it was kind of tight. I don't know.
He has one on.
Huh?
Spike has one on.
His collar?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Rio.
Maybe it's Rio. Is it tight?
It just felt a little tight, but.
Rio is. But the reason I gave it to him was because he was ill.
Yeah, no, he needs one.
Ooh, yeah, you know what? He goes.
my hotel like we could always do it exactly as I described, and or just added insurance. Maybe ask your mom if she want to sleep in our bed and to have someone here at the house with them.
Yeah, if she spend time with the kids, maybe we go to the pool and stuff. So, spend time with the grandchildren.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, there's Bella's popcorn. I'm making her what happened to it?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm tired of the How did you chew up?
Yeah.
Oh, we have had people, we've had some families ask us if it's gonna hurt the dogs if they eat the pellets in the tray. And so I just wanted to mention that while I was thinking about it, that it's not going to hurt them if they eat the pellets. They're just pine shavings, and so it's really not a lot different than them chewing on a stick outside. Not a whole stick that gets lodged in Robin's throat.
Yeah.
You naughty girl. But if they just grab a pellet and pick it up and they're chewing on it, it's not going to hurt them.
It's just
being
sawdust.
dogs.
It's just squished sawdust.
You're such a good girl, Robin. Her fur is getting all soft too. She's going to be going into heat soon. Right. I say that because Myra's over here chewing up pellets. She chews them until they like break and then they.
Myra, so silly.
So curious who used the tray.
Oh, God, I could be going to this.
Oh, that's right. Firewood. So is the weather too bad? Or did we get skipped with weather, or is it still approaching?
There's still gonna be some snow tonight. Actually, I think it's I think they said that like at 6 o'clock or so, it's gonna be the possibility of snow. It's the temperatures. There's an Arctic blast coming our way, and tomorrow the high is gonna be like 50. And you're not supposed to. I'm supposed to get above freezing the next week.
See whether or not
I guess I will go get it. I will be glad to get it. Yeah, so it's 41, but it's just basically the temperature's going down the rest of the way, and yeah, it's good.
foreseeable future.
Exactly. So
Jesus. It's always like this in January where it's like, oh, haha, just kidding. Winter's so cold.
yeah, winter's still ridiculous.
I can't. You remember back before we had the space here, before we had the stove, we would just wake up in the morning and it would be frigid and bad for the kids.
Worse is when this house is so drafty. Just warm air right on it, or let's ton of cold air.
I do think that we should, especially that window in our bedroom, I think we should start doing stuff with the windows.
Yeah.
That we used to kind of fun. My dad had a fireplace.
Yeah.
House.
Yeah.
Our house is a kennel, so.
Most of the
Paris. You're such a good doggy. Yes, you are. I wish you weren't so scared to come in our room. I gotta fix that. Hi, Lyra. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. Is that Daisy Doodle? Doodle Schnoodle? The gust of warm air. Oh.
Yeah. Nothing. Please.
I'm just trying to think of like how we can keep maybe warm.
Please.
Moving to where
Yeah, she wants
we need to get Bradley some. I remember being that age and being like, I would rather be miserable than embarrassed in front of my peers. I always chose to be miserable physically. Or you too.
Yes, no, I felt hush.
We got like 30 years. I mean, our home loan expires before that.
Hopefully. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay.
All right, we'll get firewood. I'll hold down the fort.
Hold it down. What's that? I'm going to take
Get as much as you can.
Yeah.
Your air on the side of more.
Oh, yes, I want to take care. Hey, hush.
Myra, it's okay. Love you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I can let him in.
That's what I'll let him in while I'm going out. Oh.
Good thing I emptied the trash bin. I'm trying to get in there. Oh. boys. We have to be very careful when we're bringing the girls through. We have 3 dogs in heat right now. They're on break. We don't want them to mate, and so Drew has his own way of his way that works for him. Me personally, I like to crate the boys and bring the girls through because they have to pass through the stud room to go outside. And so since we have to bring them through, I'm not comfortable having them out at all. And so I always crate the boys so that they just can't access the girls in any way, shape, or form. I can't remember how Drew does it. I believe when the girls are like fertile, Drew crates them. But like right now where Daisy's kind of approaching, I don't think he crates them. He just kind of orders them to stay away, and they listen to him. As they get closer to being in heat, they'll be less motivated to listen. And so it just becomes riskier. So that's why I just always crate them. I don't even want to. They already like, because they see me beneath Drew, I feel like they already, even though they're less dominant than me, here they do. Even though the dogs are all less dominant than me, I still feel like if Drew's not around, they know that I don't have that additional authority. And so they have a tendency to push more buttons when he's not here. And so when we have 12 dogs, we have to kind of live by the rules in order to keep it harmonious. Because they're not going to live equally as peers, and so we have to respect the way that they see it if we want to have it as peaceful as possible. Hi, sweetie. You're such a good girl. It's nice to have a diverse group of dogs. We have kind of like everybody all along the spectrum of more dominant to less dominant. So, but you're a good girl. You are. So she's going to be going into heat probably like next week. She'll start getting fertile. Like next week she'll probably start bleeding, and then they become more fertile as their bleeding progresses and begins to clear up and go away. That's when they're most fertile, at the very end. And so she'll probably start bleeding in the next week or so. And so like when I let her outside, or really if I move her out of the kitchen, if I move her past the boys, I just crate them so that they can't be, Drew, they listen to him. They will listen to him even when I've seen him be able to, they will, like, I've seen him when, like, Missy's in heat, like, really, really in heat, and I'll tell him he is crazy for having the boys out, and boys will sit there and they will stay and they will listen to him. But it's funny because they'll be whining and they'll be like, Spike will be shaking, but they listen to him and they respect him. It's unbelievable. But with how they have a tendency to kind of push the boundaries when Drew's not here with me, that I'm not going to test that. I'm not going to try it as a little experiment. Um, there was an occasion where Spike got out when Missy was on break and mounted her, and I think it was Missy, but he mounted her and he wasn't supposed to. And it takes a minute. They don't just mount it immediately tied. And Drew's told him, he was from a distance, and he said, Spike, stop, Spike, no. And Spike just kind of put his head down and stepped off Missy and walked away. It was, I could not believe that he did that. But he wouldn't do that. I don't think he would do that for me. And I don't want to test it. So I crate them. I just feel safer crating them and having that barrier. I don't want them to be, I don't want to have to be getting in the middle of it, and I don't want there to be any accidents. So yeah, I love our boys, but I don't want to have to fight Mother Nature, because I mean, when the girls are at the peak of their heat cycles, the boys are almost like salivating. It's crazy just how amped up they get. You almost feel bad for them in a way that you can't let them. But at least when they're on their on cycles, when they can mate with the girls, it satisfies everybody. So like if Remy's in heat and she's having a litter and we're pairing her with Macchiato, if we let them mate, Spike and Rio both know they're not going to be allowed to mate with her now, so they back down for that reason. And then Macchiato. So Spike and Rio would back down because they're they just know that we're not gonna. They don't want to mix fathers any more than we do, and so they back down kind of as a result of that. And then Macchiato would kind of relax because he knows that his needs were met. He won the prize, and he knows that he's going to get to do it again, especially if they've already had a litter and they've been through it before. And so when they're not on break, it's not so crazy and loud, and the dogs are, the boys are scratching on the door as much as they are, especially when we've got 3 girls whose hormones are on the rise. But it's important to give them, it's really important to give them breaks. Daisy's on an extra long break because when she was supposed to be on break, we can only, sorry, something just turned on. Daisy was on break. We can only narrow it down to like what could have happened, because we're still not even sure, but she was supposed to be on break, and she had her heat cycle. We had her separated from the boys. I mean, she's with me all the time. And so we were really surprised when about 4 or 5 weeks later, we were feeling puppies in her tummy. And so I took her to the vet, and it turned out that um, she had, I think they said at least 4 puppies. I can't remember, but she had a litter of 6, I think, on that litter of 6. But that was her last litter, and because she was supposed to be on break, because she had been on for her last cycle, now we've got her on an extra long break to kind of regenerate her body a little bit more. Yeah, you weren't supposed to do that, but my heart sank. Oh my gosh, because um, we had actually just been talking about how important it is to give them time off, and um, I was snuggling her. We were getting ready for bed, and I was snuggling her, and I was just feeling her belly, and I felt what felt like little acorns. And I snuggle her every night, so I know what her belly feels like. And I like shook Drew was falling asleep, so I shook him awake, and I was like, "You got to feel this." And so he was like, "All right, let's maybe she's got to poop." And so we put her outside, and and she came back in, and she felt kind of the same. And so we just went to bed, and the next morning, I was feeling her belly again, and I was kind of feeling for those acorns. And then I felt an indistinguishable kick, and I was just like, all right. I shook him awake then in the morning, and I said that we didn't need to test, or there was no, like, we didn't have to x-ray to find out if she was pregnant, because we know that she is, because there's no other way to have a kicking puppy in her belly. Um, so I took her to the vet right away. I was so upset because I felt like I had completely betrayed her, because excuse me, I'm so sorry. Um, because it is so important to give them that time off, and she had that heat cycle that came was really pretty soon after her puppies. And so, and that was one of the reasons that we were talking about how important it is to give them time off. And their body needs time to rest. It needs, you don't want them to have puppies back to back to back. Um, um, and when to realize that 5 weeks into her pregnancy, we hadn't been giving her prenatal vitamins. That was really bothering me. And I asked the vet about it, and she was like, "What vitamins are you giving her?" And I showed her what we get from our supplier, and she said that doesn't have any breeders that give their dogs prenatal vitamins. And so I felt a lot better about that. Is we were getting her the puppy food and stuff that is pretty standard. And I thought more breeders gave doggy prenatals, but guess not. Um, but so she had a very healthy litter. All of her puppies were healthy weights. Everybody um, everybody grew up to be, well, I guess they're not grown up yet, but wow, they're going to be a year old soon. They were born March. I'm sorry, they were born April 2nd. April 2nd. Um, and so, the vet said that her having those back to back puppies weren't that big of a deal, as long as we, gave her a bit longer time off afterwards. So she's on an extra long break, and but the thing is, she has her heat cycles are so short that it seems like she is always in heat, because she finishes them and she starts up another one, and by the time she's having her next one, like, she's all the other dogs have had all of their heat cycles by the time she's having her next one, and she's working on like round 2 for a lot of them. And so I don't understand why her heat cycles are so short. But we want to give her. I was mentioning to Drew that we want to give her. If her heat cycles are short, that doesn't mean we want to breed her sooner in time. We want to give her that time off because it's not about the number of cycles her body goes through. Um, Now, this is just my personal conjecture, but I just feel like, if anything, if her body is having more cycles, she would need more time off because it's just doing more work. Um, but I guess some people see it as each cycle is a cleanse. But I feel like if her cycles are really short, then um, so if they have 2 cycles per year, 1 cycle every 6 months, Daisy has them 1 every 4 months, and so she has 3 cycles in 1 year. And so if you, excuse me, if you give them 1 cycle on, 1 cycle off, um, the goal is to have no more than 1 litter a year, and it works out to be like 1 every 15 months or so. Because that pregnancy adds, like, all breastfeeding time, just like with people, it adds time until your period. Um, and so, um, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. Um, so Daisy's cycles are really short, and so we're coming up on a year since her puppies were born, and she's had 3 cycles now. I don't think she should have more than 1 litter a year. And so that means she's going to need to have 6 cycles. Essentially, if it takes 6 cycles, she'll have 6 cycles um, in that 2-year period rather than that 1 year off. But I think it can be misunderstood as only needing to do 4 cycles, because in 2 years there's usually 4 cycles. You usually have 2 cycles per year. So it doesn't mean necessarily that we would want to breed her. That would mean be her next cycle. Would be her 4th cycle since her puppies. And that would almost fall right in line with it would be very soon after the anniversary of her litter, after their 1st birthday. But it's not the number of cycles that is letting her body rest. It's time that is letting her body rest. And the cycles help, I think. It helps to have her body go through a cycle of no pregnancy, and just kind of get that cleanse. But you also need that time. You need time to let their muscles rest, because many women will attest to the fact that labor and delivery is no feat. Or I'm sorry, it is a big feat, or it's no small feat. And they deliver up to 8 puppies. It's a lot of work, and they deliver 8 puppies over about the same time period that women labor for overall, and probably a little bit less actually in most cases. Um, like a healthy delivery probably is like between 8 and 12 hours of active labor time. And so you need some time to heal. You need some time to heal. You don't want to do it over and over and over again. Um, as they approach a 5th litter is when we kind of start thinking about We haven't had a dog yet have 5 litters, but I think the national recommendations from I can't remember the name of the organization, but the guidelines suggest no more than 7 litters in a lifetime. And so we want to wait until they're at least 2 years old before we breed them. We want to make sure they have all the different health clearances, the exams, the DNA genetic testing, which is what we're going to actually be doing for Rio and Vienna here soon. And so we will share that with you guys since we're going to be doing that. And we have the live stream going this time when we're doing it on the dogs. We'll do that with you guys. So we're going to do that sort of clearance sort of stuff. And then we do that between like 1 year and 1 and 2 years, so that then at 2 years they have their 2-year exam, and when we take them in for their like 2-year wellness physical is when we talk to the vet about like any blood work and have him just basically do like one final check off, since we've spent the last, between 1 and 2 year, which is where Rio and Vienna just turned 1. And so this is kind of part of our 2024 plans is getting them checked up and out since they're beginning to reach sexual maturity. And so we'll do all of that sort of health testing now. And then when they turn 2 and have their well doggy check, that's when they're officially adults, and we'll talk to the vet. Some dogs, it really depends on the dog. Usually it's the girls you're more worried about because they're the ones carrying the but sometimes they want to wait. They want you to wait. You want to give them a little bit more time to see if they mature a little bit. Vienna is a really, really good example of a dog that we would not breed. Like if she had her first heat cycle after turning 2, we would skip and wait a heat cycle to see if she got bigger. Right now, I'm not very confident that she's going to get bigger. And so, it's really up in the air. And so she's a really good example of that situation. Remy is a really good example of the dog that we can not really worry about having any sort of problems with mating her first heat cycle turn 2. They're not usually right when they turn 2. They usually turn out being like, first heat cycle turn 2. They're not usually right when they turn 2. They usually turn out being like, 2 and 3 months, 2 and 4 months, 2 and 5 months. It's not usually right at 2. Except that actually Remy, I think she went into heat like January after turn 2. But anyway, these dogs want to come in. It's cold. No, it's actually not too cold. It's 40 degrees outside, but it's kind of wet. We can see you went on adventures, Paris. Did you enjoy your adventure? Hi, Robin. You're such a good girl. Robin, be nice. Paris. What's up, Daisy? Oh, Palm, you're living into Mocha. Sweet little Palm. What's up, doggies? I'm sorry, I kind of forgot it was raining on you. It wasn't raining. I'm sorry. 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 It's like you went adventuring too. Mocha in Paris. Mocha in Paris went adventuring. Myra a little bit. When they're getting hormonal, when they're approaching heat, they just, even when they play, you can hear it in the sounds of their growls. They just have a little more fierceness. I grew up with a lot of dogs that we did rescue and foster dogs, but we always had it fixed, and so it's a different experience when they go through heat cycles and have periods of being hormonal and being emotional, like people. Yes, you're emotional. You're emotional. Robin's got the PMS. You got the PMS. Would it be the preheat cycle? PHS? You've got the PHS? I'm gonna plug it in. He'll be happy if I put the laser on and give them something to play with. You got it, Paris! You got it, Paris! Good girl! Good girl, Vienna! Vienna, you got it! Good girl, Vienna! Good girl, Myra! Good job, Myra! Good girl, Mocha! Good doggies! Good doggies! Good girl, Remy! Good job! Good girl, Robin! Good doggies! Good job, Robin. You're a good doggie. Woo! Sorry, doggies. Sorry. Don't scratch the wall, Myla. There's only the scratches. Only the scratch. Good job, Myla. You got it. You got it. Good girl, Remy. Good girl. Good girl. Good job, Myra. Here, let's instead. Woo! Good doggies. You got it. You got See, I think when it disappears because it goes onto the backs of their heads, and I think they actually catch it because it disappears from the wall. Hey, Remy. Calm down. Let me check you. Going into sleep this morning. Oh, good job. Be nice. Or we have to put it away. Good job. Be nice. Everybody can catch it. See, they are unable to live on an equal playing field. They have to have winners and losers. Can you get it? Get it. Good job, Mocha. Good job. Good girl, Myra. You got it. Good girl, Robin. Mocha, you can let her get it. Everybody can get it. Good girl, Mocha. You got it. Good girl, Vienna. Mocha, you got it, Mocha. Good girl, Vienna. Good girl, Robin. All right, Mocha. Mocha's starting to own the. Good girl, Robin. Good catch. I didn't even realize I did that. Good girl, Robin. They all want it to be on the wall. They want to jump on the wall. No, guys, we're done jumping on the wall. It gets crazy. It's crazy when you jump on the wall. Good job, Robin. Good girl, Mocha. Good doggies. All right, time to put her away. There's a lot of Cavaliers that are happy to just lay and sleep all day long and do nothing. But there are some that really need the mental stimulation, and I think those Cavaliers tend to be the ones that inherited more of those hunting dog instincts. And so, like, we'll see some of those, we'll see them get bored. We'll see them, if they come on the house and they're not hunting, like, it makes sense for Mocha right now to gnaw. I'm sorry, I don't know why that is not what I say no. I wish you guys would put the backpacks in the closet so that we didn't have to. It's supposed to be a bench. It's supposed to be a bench so that people can put their shoes on and off. That's what it's for.
Mom,
At least that's what I think it's for.
Mom, you know what? And day I got?
What?
So I got paper treasure box in a class.
Oh, what did you pick up the treasure box?
Yes.
Why were you picked? Did you do something?
Yes.
You were kind to someone?
Did I oh my god. I forgot my sweatshirt on the bus.
Okay, well, we'll get it to the wall.
I have to get it on Tuesday. Because we don't have school on Monday.
Well, we'd rather go to school on Monday.
Mom.
I don't think that's true.
Mom, can I go tomorrow?
I was just playing laser light joke with the dogs, so they're looking all expectantly.
Can we go to my school and go to the playground?
It's raining. It's wet.
Tomorrow!
And Dad's out getting firewood because it's gonna start snowing at 6 p.m.
It's -80.
Yeah, it's gonna. That I didn't go to the gas station last night. I didn't realize that the weather was being so good. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. I promised you. I'm very sorry.
Mom, you come to school at like.
He's an hour ahead, remember?
Huh?
He's an hour ahead.
He's in Michigan.
Okay.
Mom, in Michigan.
Yeah.
He's in Michigan. Oh yeah. He's in Michigan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot to tell you. So every year, him and his family comes to visit Illinois, and it's on what he told me it was like July 1st or 2nd. So you could. My favorite is pink. I like my favorite. Okay, let's take it out. I want it, and I want
Here, you will go in first, or else Vienna's gonna be trying to get out.
Oh, why do you unplug it?
I don't know.
Why do you unplug it?
I do not know.
Did Dad do it?
No, that was me.
Why?
Because I was playing with dogs with that.
Mom, look. It won't fall off of my feet.
I don't know what this is doing here.
Okay, Mom. It's an instruction.
The destructions.
Instructions. Oh! Mom, we can put this anywhere. Oh my God.
Careful, Bubba. Careful.
It's already made.
No, not quite.
Mom, we can stick it anywhere. Do you not know that?
Yes.
On the next festival, can I bring hot candy for Miss Page and my teacher and all my friends? So next this.
Well, I think your school's got rules about bringing stuff to school that we've made at home
Well,
after COVID.
please. Remember what Miss Page. Remember what this Hoffmeyer said. Bring us some.
I will send her an email.
Untwist this because it's easy to untwist.
All right. So there's no guarantee that Mom can actually put this together because this is more technical than I thought it would be. But if I can't, I will do my best. And if I can't put it together, then Dad will finish it for me. Okay?
Mom, I got this. I got the charger done.
Aw, thank you. Good job, Elda. Okay, let's save this up.
I was confused, but now I got it.
You're very silly.
I was confused. Oh my God, this is very long.
All right. So
What is the flavor thing? What's the power?
let's figure out what this would
There's
do.
power. What's the powder?
We're not doing it. I just wanted to put it together first.
Oh, we have the sticks out. Okay, we pull the sticks out. Whoa, there's a lot of sticks. There's one more stick stuck in here. And we got it. Mom, look how much this thing is.
These are suction cups on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that in first. Oh, look how old the sticks.
Oh, I see. Right here.
Mom, I will get the stick. I'll get what kind of stick?
You gotta save those for when we are.
We're gonna make cotton candy today. I want to make cotton candy. Okay. 1, 2, 4. Eight. 9. 10. There's 10. So, Mom, and if we eat all of it and get a new one, and do it again. Mom, stop this first. Now, this is right on my feet.
Like we're missing a piece.
What are we missing? What is it? What are we missing?
What if we're actually missing it?
What's this? Mom? Are we missing this?
No.
Or are you what we were missing? That goes there. You need to twist it. You need to twist it. See? It's wobbly. There. Where's all the powder? Where's the powder? Where's all the powder? Come on. Are we missing that? Oh, Mom, this is a yes. Oh, Mom.
Because
Oh, Mom. Mom, were we missing this? Mom, were we missing this? Mom, were we missing this?
I found it.
Were we missing this? Were we missing this? Oh, Mom, this is already on. It's already on, by the way. Oh, Mom, this goes over this. And wait, no, wait, yes, it does. No, 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 no. Oh, Mom, where's the powder?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, Mom,
Somewhere.
I'll find the powder. The flavor powder.